Hi everybody, welcome back. Today we are going to do an activity that is going to test and strengthen our teamwork and communication skills. Teamwork and communication is something that becomes increasingly important as you grow up. You will see that at school, in teams, and once you get to work someday, it'll become very important. The name of the activity we're going to play is called Cross the River. First things first, we need to get you into teams of 5 to 7, and you are going to line up behind each of the blocks. So for today and today only, our gym has become a toxic river. If you touch the gym floor, well, you could die, you could lose a limb. The possibilities are endless. Just think about all those things. In front of you and your team, you have a block with poly spots on top of them. These are your rocks. They will help you to get across. You may step on your rocks to get across the gym. If you look out there, you see over there, you have a mat, and that is your team's private island. If you step onto the island, you are completely safe. You may not slide or throw equipment. You cannot step or touch the gym floor. If you do, you must start over. And you may have more than one person on a given rock at any point in time, though it might be very difficult. And we're going to play this in a couple of different levels, and each team must complete the first level in order to move on to the next level. So cheering each other on is strongly encouraged. For level 1, all you need to do is get to the island. After each team gets everybody on their team to the island, then we will walk back to the other side, and it is safe. When I say it is safe, it's safe to walk across. Once everybody starts up there, then we'll start on level 2. For level 2, you have to cross the entire river. You have to get all the way across. This means that you have to get all the way across the gym, all the way across. However, if you touch the gym floor after you pass your island, you do not have to start all the way over. You just have to go back to the island and start from the island. So you can use the island to your advantage. If we complete this one, then we will go on and do a couple more levels. So we'll pause here with my instruction just to go over some variations. For one variation, we could take a rock away. You can make them cross the river twice. You could double up the teams, use different equipment, add some obstacles. On the website I found and took this from, they had a lot more levels. However, I know with the time span that we had when we were teaching at the homeschool gym, it would have been very difficult to do more than probably 2 levels at once, or in one setting. Doing 2 levels would be really, really difficult, especially after just getting everybody into teams and explaining it. So I didn't add them into my lesson plan. I put them in my variations instead of adding more levels on. I only did 2 levels on my lesson plan, just because with knowing from our experiences in teaching, I don't think our group would have been able to get past more than 2 and still have time for the debriefing at the end. So we'll unpause there and I'll get back up with the debriefing. Awesome job, everybody. I was really impressed with how you were able to communicate and use teamwork to get across that toxic river. You did so well. So what were some strategies that your team used to get across the river? For this, they could say they shared poly spots or the box or the island. They passed really quickly, and they just communicated and talked to each other throughout the entire process. Probably somebody might say, oh, we had a leader of the group, and they kind of took the role, and you never know. For the next question, what was really difficult for your team? What were some things that were hard about trying to cross the river? For this, I would expect to say figuring out how to cross with a very limited number of poly spots or rocks, and then just balance, keeping bodies off of the ground, and then also with the group that I had, passing instead of handing them to each other instead of throwing them. Very difficult. Third question, can you think of any other places where you might have to use really good communication and teamwork skills? I would expect them to say sports teams, cleaning at home, concrete dividing, things like that, cooking, baking, things like that. Yeah, thank you.